Hi YouTube, this is Amir Matani here for Stack96, and as you probably know, last Wednesday there was a Microsoft Build event, and there was a whole lot of things that went out from it. There was a whole lot of amazing things, and it was really good. So in this video I'm going to be giving you my top 5 things that I thought were most important from the event. So these things may be good or bad, there's only a few bad things really, but basically these are the things that are going to affect you from the Microsoft event. So if you missed it, then this is what to expect. So the first thing was basically my most absolute favourite thing from it, and I am so pumped for this. It's the HoloLens. So this thing, if you didn't see it before, is basically kind of like a virtual reality device that you wear in your head. But instead of you just seeing like some virtual world and not your own world, you're basically seeing your worlds with basically things that look like holograms overlaid on top of it. Although these aren't just like floating 2D things, these are actual 3D objects, and they just stick in one place. So like if you go and look around it, then you can just see the whole thing in 3D. It's just going to be so good. If you want to see actual videos of this thing, then be sure to check the description because I put some videos down there where they're showing off this device. My second point is unification, and basically just apps from everywhere being able to work on everything to do with Windows. So at the event they announced that it's going to be super easy to port applications from iOS and Android. Virtual Studio, which is basically where developers make applications for Windows Phone or just Windows 10 as of now. And basically any apps that are made for Windows are going to be able to run on Xbox as well as computers all the way down to small phones. Like basically everything's going to be covered. So while on the surface this may look like it's just good for developers being able to port their apps over from iOS to Windows really easily, but really it's great for us consumers too, because basically we're just going to see a whole load more apps on Windows and Windows phones, not Windows Phone but Windows phones. And basically the once empty Windows Store, I think it's soon going to be full of apps, which is going to be absolutely great, and all of the Android and iOS apps are probably going to go over. So Windows is actually going to be a viable option on phones again, which is going to be great. And my third point is Microsoft Edge, and this is Microsoft's new web browser, which was called Project Spartan for a while. But this thing looks really great. It's got a whole lot of things new. It's supposed to be really fast, and it can run extensions that Chrome and Firefox run. And it's also got things like drawing on it. It's got Cortana integration, and the new tabs page actually looks really handy. So I'm really looking forward to try out Project Spartan and see how it is for myself really. So my fourth point isn't really something to get excited about, although it is something that you're going to come across when you start using Windows 10. And it's basically that app suggestions are everywhere, or to be more specific on the lock screen and the start menu, which you're going to be seeing a lot. So basically there's going to be some times where if you don't use Cortana, then after I think a few months or something, it's going to basically show wallpapers of Cortana. And it's going to try and introduce you to Cortana and let you use it. And this is basically their way of trying to get you to use Cortana. And it's also going to do the same for other apps. So based on what apps you use, it's going to bring out suggestions on the lock screen. So it's going to basically show a big picture of that application, and it's going to display that to you and also give you links to basically go to download the application. And also on the start menu, at some points, if you haven't installed an app recently, it's going to show you suggested apps, I think above your or underneath your recent apps or your most frequently used apps. So whether you find that annoying or not, it's really up to you, but you can disable this option, which is really good on Microsoft part. It would have been really annoying if you couldn't have. One other thing to note though about these wallpapers on the lock screen is that you can actually like them or say that you don't like them, and basically Microsoft's going to pull down wallpapers based on what wallpapers you like and what wallpapers you don't like. So that's actually on the other side a pretty good feature about the lock screen that they added, and I'm actually really excited to see how that works. So my fifth point, which are getting onto the features again that I actually really am looking forward to, is basically that you can plug in your phone to a big monitor and whatever's on your phone will just show up there. Or that's how it seems to work anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more steps to that or else it'll get to be a bit annoying. But basically what they showed is somebody had a PowerPoint open on their phone, and then they hooked it into their monitor. And yeah, what I'm saying, it does sound like some things you can do already. I mean, you can use Splashtop and stuff like that, but basically what you can do with this is you can actually use a mouse and keyboard to control whatever's on your phone. So you're not going to have to worry about uploading that document and downloading it to your computer again or whatever. So I'm not sure if mouse and keyboard are going to just work on your phone without it being connected to the monitor, although I don't see why it shouldn't do really. And yeah, they do have to be Bluetooth keyboards and mouse, so if you don't have a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, then you're not going to be able to do it. but it is something worth mentioning, and no current phones actually support this, so you're going to have to wait for future hardware to support this. So that's it for this video. I did kind of ramble a lot, but lots of these things really excite me. I mean, the build event was just really great, and I was like smelling the whole way through it. It was just so good. So anyway, that's about it. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to tell me down in the comments what you thought about the Microsoft Build event and what you think about all these new features. I'd really love to hear what you wanted to say. And be sure to subscribe to see videos like this, as well as other types of videos, all to do with technology, of course. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. See ya.